Adolescent Rites of Passage, Honoring the Transitions from Childhood to Adulthood by William G. Defoore, Ph.D. Narrated by William G. Defoore.
Adolescent rites of passage are times of honoring what it means to be an adolescent. And I think that in our culture and perhaps in other cultures, I know there's some cultures that do a better job than we do of honoring adolescents, that important time of life is overlooked. So what we're going to be covering today is the rationale and theory behind creating rites of passage, types and examples of rituals, and skills and methodologies. Hopefully when you leave here, if you're not already inspired to do so, you will be inspired to create rites of passage for those young people in your life, and or to find an opportunity for you to go through a delayed rites of passage if you never got a chance to do that yourself. The phases of the rites of passage are, first of all, separation, and as you can see, there are different kinds of transitions that we go through in life, and often we don't think of birth as a transition, and yet it is. According to your spiritual values, you can look at it different ways. You can see it as going from non-existence to existence, or from existence in one dimension to another, but it is definitely a rite of, or a passage and transition in life. And we tend to give pretty good recognition to birth. People show up for births, and generally it's something that is honored. Adolescence and leaving home, of all of these forms of separation listed here, tend to be the ones that are the most often overlooked. We make a big deal out of marriage. We make, I think, sometimes not enough of a deal out of death, but we do honor that with certain rituals and ceremonies. And I think we probably honor marriage the best. I mean, the rites of passage around marriage ceremonies seem to be the most elaborate and certainly involve the most expenditure of money in most cases. But adolescence and leaving home, we tend as a culture and in our educational systems to overlook. And I think you can see that both of those are sort of related, because late adolescence is a time of leaving home. And then the transition, which is where the person is learning the appropriate behavior.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?